What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Platinum. In the last episode, we defeated Galactic Commander Jupiter here in Eterna City, and in this episode, well, it's about time that we leave Eterna City, but first, I do want to visit the Pokemart and get a few items. Specifically, I want to buy a few potions because the next route is actually pretty dang long, and the trainers there are pretty tough considering the current level of our Pokemon, so I'm gonna play it safe and buy a few super potions. Super potions are better than normal potions since they restore 50 HP rather than 20. We also do need to actually talk to one other character and get one more item before we can leave this area. I'm not sure why, but the game just makes you do this. I am the first to have gone underground and dug some tunnels. You can call me the Underground Man. Everyone else does. I'll make a gift of this to you. You hold up your end of the deal and put it to good use. And with that, this old man randomly gives us an Explorer Kit. My gift to you, the Explorer Kit, will instantly take you underground. You only need to use it, and you will be down in the tunnels. The underground is a different world where you can do this, that, and that other thing too. Oh wow, really? Let me mentor you into becoming a full-fledged spelunker. Will you take on that challenge? No thank you. I'd hope to teach a youngster like you about the many charms of the underground tunnels. But I can't force you to accept my proposal if you're not inclined. Sigh, I get so lonely sometimes. Oh wow, that got really real for a second there. I feel kind of bad for the old dude, but oh well. We also got a bike in the last episode, so let me register that real quick. When you register an item, it basically allows you to just press the Y button, and it will automatically, like, bring it up. So we can easily just get our bike by pressing Y now, which is really awesome, and we need it for this next route. But hey, wait a minute. It's one of Professor Rowan's assistants. Matt, long time, no see. Oh, you look puzzled. You're wondering who I am. I'm Professor Rowan's assistant, and Dawn's father. I've come a long way to help you on your adventure at the Professor's behest. Matt, let me ask you, how many Pokemon have you met? Oh my, you've met 44 Pokemon. Wonderful, yes, bravo. Professor Rowan should be delighted. Here is something for you. And for meeting over 30 Pokemon, I believe he gives us the EXP share, which is freaking awesome. I've waited so long to get this, so immediately I'm going to go and stick this on... Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to put this on Carlton because he's actually one level away from evolving, so might as well get that out of the way now. And then maybe I'll just put on another Pokemon. I'm not really sure yet what I'm going to do with that. Anyways, welcome to Route 206. Route 206 is split up into two sections, but real quick, let me just move around my party. Like I said, there are a lot of trainers on this route, and I do kind of want to battle them all, and for the most part, I pretty much know what trainer has what Pokemon, so I might move around my party a lot just to better optimize for each particular battle. But like I was saying, Route 206 is split up into two sections. There is the biking half, which we are on right now, and then the normal half. On the biking path, there are no random Pokemon to encounter, so I'm not going to bother explaining any of the new Pokemon that we can encounter on this route right now. Once we get to the, like, walking half, then I'll go over those Pokemon. But for now, we're just going to battle through all of these trainers. Now, it is worth mentioning that while you're on the biking path, they always make you go downwards. Like, you can go back up and left and right and junk like that, but no matter what, if you just, like, let go of your DS or whatever, you're going downwards. I'm not sure why they did that, because it makes it harder to open up your bag or rearrange your party members, which is really annoying. So the only way to, like, do that is by crashing into another trainer or a wall or something like that, and then, and only then, you can actually, like, rearrange your freaking party members or use a potion and stuff like that. Anyways, let's just keep moving down this route. Most of the trainers on this route use Pokemon like Starly, Staravia. Occasionally you'll find a Ponyta, a Pikachu, or a Shinx, but those aren't too often. So for the most part, Amp is going to be really awesome on this route. The only problem is, any trainer that has a Staravia, I believe its Staravia knows the move Endeavor, and as you can see, it's already using on the first turn, which honestly isn't going to be that effective. But basically what Endeavor does is it reduces the target HP to the HP that your current Pokemon is at. So For instance, if this Staravia uses Endeavor again, which I guarantee you it will. Alright, thankfully it's paralyzed so it can't, but if it managed to get another Endeavor off, basically it would have knocked Amp's HP down to whatever HP that it was at. So it's a very, very annoying move. However, it's really not that good, so I really wouldn't recommend picking it up. Like, it's only good in certain situations. Like, the only really good use for it would be like if your Pokemon got knocked down to like 1 HP or really, really low, you managed to get the Endeavor off, it would knock the enemy Pokemon down to that same HP, and then you could use something like Quick Attack to just finish it off. But otherwise, it's really not a good move just because, like I said, it involves way too much setup. Anyway, let's just get rid of this Ponyta, that way we can continue moving on down this route. There's actually quite a ways between now and the next town, plus I do want to explore the normal part of this route as well, because there is a TM that I want to pick up, and I believe there is actually a Pokemon that I want to catch that'll be a very cool member to our party, so I might do that as well. I've got to make sure that it's actually on this route. I believe it is, though. Anyways, Carlton leveled up, which means he is going to finally evolve. So there we go. No longer do we have a Bidoof. Instead, Carlton is reaching his fully evolved form of... Wait for it. Carlton is now evolved into a Bibarel, which means he has gained the Water subtyping. Ooh, and he wants to learn the move Water Gun. Sweet. You know what? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll learn this, I guess. I mean, there's no real reason not to. We'll get rid of Tackle for it. Although, Carlton's not really a special attacker. He's more of a normal attacker, so that might not have been the best decision, but you know what? I don't think it's really going to matter since Carlton's kind of like our HM slave right now, so it doesn't really matter which moves we give him right now since I'm probably not going to use him a lot in battle until much, much later on in the game when he does learn some better moves, which I'll probably just overwrite all the junky moves that he has right now with. Anyways, I do apologize for doing like some maintenance, but I want to like heal my Pokemon, and I moved the experience share onto Maokai since Amp's doing most of the work, and I want Maokai to level up as well since Lofty is our current highest leveled party member, and I want to make sure Lofty, Amp, and Maokai are like always around the same level since like that trio is our like main damage dealing Pokemon, whereas everyone else is kind of just like along for the ride right now until a little bit later on. So I want to make sure like those guys are leveled up almost equally. That way, if we ever do get into a hairy situation, I could just like pull one of those out and they'll be able to like hold their own until we get to the next Pokemon Center and stuff like that. Like, it sounds like a dumb idea. Maybe it is a dumb idea. I'm not really sure, but that's just kind of like the way that I like to play Pokemon, so you guys are just gonna have to deal with it. That's really all I'm gonna say about it. Anyway, we are almost done with the biking portion of this route. We're probably like 3/4 of the way done. And if I recall correctly, there's only a few more trainers to go, and most of them are pretty easy. Like, I think there's maybe one more hard trainer that we have to fight, but the rest should go down pretty quickly and without too much of a problem. So after that, we'll be done with the biking section, and then we can go out on foot or completely go to a different route, I believe. I think there's a split, like, after we get done with this biking path, but of course, I'm actually going to continue on down Route 206, because like I said, I do want to pick up a TM and potentially another party member. But let's worry about that later. For now, let's battle this next trainer. And I believe this guy is actually the hardest trainer left on this route. Not because his Pokemon are tough or really high level, but because he has a really, really stupid, annoying combo that he tends to do a lot of the time. So I'm not really looking forward to fighting him, just because chances are, if he does manage to pull off that combo, Amp could die from this. Like, his Starly, completely worthless Pokemon. You can take that out in just one spark, but he has a Staravia, and you would think, oh, well, you can just spark that and it's gonna die, right? Well, not really. This Staravia has tendency to hang on with like 1 HP, and guess what? It knows the move Endeavor. So yeah, chances are it's gonna survive this spark and then use Endeavor and try and kill me with something like Quick Attack. See, look at that. It survived with 1 freaking HP. I swear this thing is programmed to, like, not die in 1 hit no matter what you do. It is ridiculous. Surprisingly, it actually didn't go for the Endeavor. It still got a crit off on me, but hey, at least, like, it didn't do the Endeavor Quick Attack combo like it normally does on me. So Amp survived that. I am happy. He might be at 10 HP, but hey, you know what? I bought these super potions for a reason, so I will gladly take that. Let me just go and heal up Amp really quickly before we move on any further. I'm actually surprised that we survived that battle. I mean, we do have a revive that we picked up in the Galactic HQ, so if Amp had fallen, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal, but it is nice that that didn't happen, and we can save the revive for a little bit later on in the game. Anyways, let's take on this next trainer. Oh, and fun fact, this is like completely off topic, but those blue like archways that we went through, those are exclusive to Pokemon Platinum, I believe. So a nice little design change, I guess. Also, I believe the street lamps that they added on like the side, those are also Platinum exclusive. Doesn't really change anything to the gameplay at all to this area, but it's just like a nice little design change that they made, I guess. It's kind of cool. They you know, made a few little tweaks here and there to Pokemon Platinum to make it different from Diamond and Pearl, which I do like. And that's part of the reason why I chose to play Platinum rather than just Diamond and Pearl, because like it's sort of like Diamond and Pearl 2.0 if you want to think of it that way. It's not like a major upgrade, but there's just like a few things here and there that are tweaked to be a little bit better and a little bit cooler. Anyway, down goes another trainer. And I feel like I should mention this, even though it is kind of obvious, but not all of the trainers on this route are required. You can easily skip a good majority of them. However, I'm battling like all of them just because, well, I really want the experience because, well, I mean, most of their Pokemon are around the same level as ours, so you can imagine just how high level the next gym Pokemon are going to be. So if we didn't train off of these other trainers, well, the next gym might just be really, really difficult for us, especially since I think the next gym is fighting type Pokemon. So really the only super effective Pokemon that we would have against them at this point is Lofty, I think. Don't quote me on that though, because I might be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure the next gym is fighting type. Regardless of whatever type it is though, our team definitely needed this experience. And Amp wants to learn Roar, and I believe what that does is scares whatever Pokemon is currently out and causes another Pokemon from the trainer's party to replace it. So honestly, I do not want to learn that move because it's another one of those moves that's only good in a certain situation, so not really that useful. Anyways, she is going to send out a Shinx, so we'll swap in for Maokai just so we can get this over with as quick as we possibly can, and then we'll move on. And don't worry, this part of the route is probably going to be the longest just because I'm battling all the trainers on here. The rest of the route will probably go by relatively quickly, and then we should be able to make our way to the next town without too much of a problem. Alright, there we go, another trainer down. I believe there is only one more trainer left on Cycling Road, so let's battle her, take her out, and then we can get to the real part of Route 206. Alright, let's see what she's packing. She's got one Pokemon, and it is a Pikachu. Now, the smart thing to do would probably be to just immediately swap out to Maokai, but screw that. I'm going to go for the bite, and we'll just see what happens. Unfortunately, this Pikachu knows Thunder Wave, and we got paralyzed. Fan-freaking-tastic. The bite still went through, so that's good. Yeah, I'm going to swap out to Maokai now. I'm not going to bother risking with, like, paralyze hacks or anything like that. We'll just swap to a new Pokemon and Razor Leaf this thing to death. I mean, I technically should have done this in the first place, but whatever. At least we did get some damage off with the bite that we used. So it wasn't a total loss. Anyways, Razor Leaf to the face, and down goes that Pikachu. GG, baby. And hey, Maokai even got a level up from that. Nice. He is a little low on HP though, and it is going to be a while until we get to the next Pokemon Center, but we have potions, so not really that big of a deal. But finally we are done with Cycling Road, that took a very long time. Anyways, let's go and pick up these berries real quick. These are raspberries. I have absolutely no idea what these berries do. I really don't, but I don't really care. I'm gonna pick them anyways. Alright, so that is that. If we continue downwards, it's actually a different route, but if we cut down these trees and head upwards, it's the rest of Route 206. So we'll probably explore that in the next episode. Anyways, if you enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.